Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is Chuck Boulay, and that's me in the picture in the center of your screen right there. Today, I'm doing a video review on a product called Digital Income App by Alan Maglioka and Nick MJ. And before we go any further, I do want you to know that I'm not trying to sell you Digital Income App, so just put your money away and put your wallet back in your pocket or purse right now. For those of you who've never seen one of my videos before, I was in business out in the brick and mortar world for over 20 years, and when I left my old job, I did so to start my own business on the internet, which I think is hands down the best place for someone to start a new business today. But when I did that, I banged my head against the wall for well over a year, just trying to figure out the basics of online marketing, how to make money on the internet, and where me and my personal talents just might be a good fit. I don't know if you can relate to any of this, but I was always taught that you had to spend money to make money. So I ended up spending an embarrassing amount, literally tens of thousands of dollars, just trying to figure out how to make money online. I completely drained almost every last bit of cash and personal savings I had, and almost just as much again in lost or wasted time. I bought and tried almost every kind of business in a box, online course and product launch, multi-level marketing plan, and online coaching program that came through my email inbox. And each and every one of them told me that I'd surely end up making thousands of dollars a month if I'd only buy their product. And most of them almost always promised that I'd do so with very little effort on my part, maybe with only one or two clicks of the computer mouse, or maybe even totally on autopilot. I'm not telling you all of this to get your sympathy, but to just let you know that I'm not an online guru, and I'm not a member of anybody's inner circle. I'm a normal, everyday guy who's made a lot of good decisions, but in all honesty, I've made plenty of bad ones too. But after some bumps and bruises, my online business has finally taken off, and I've been having some really great results. Now, let me tell you that most of that success has come only since I made a conscious decision to help people online as much as I can, and since I started doing these videos. And once I decided that even if I can keep just one person a day from making just one of the same mistakes I made, I found out that it was all worth it. Success was finally mine, and that's because I truly believe that success comes to those who help others and who love what they do. The number one most important thing I learned while stumbling around out there looking for help and spending all of that money in the process is that when you're looking into buying any type of product or program that's being offered for sale to you online, always remember that it's a business decision. So you're going to want to utilize your business wisdom and your common sense just like you would with any other opportunity, or else you're going to end up being just another victim and you're going to lose a lot of valuable time and money. And I don't think any of us can afford to waste one single bit of either one of those valuable resources. If you can always remember to use that business wisdom and that business acumen of yours, and always try to keep in mind that the vast majority of products and programs offered for sale online are either really bad fits for people and their particular personal talents, some of them underdeliver on their promises, others are just repackaged old products, and yeah, maybe still others are just out and out scams. If you can always remember that, though, you can save yourself a lot of time, money, and aggravation. I'm not saying that Digital Income App is a scam or a bad fit for anyone, not at all, but you do need to know a little bit about what you're getting into right up front so you can make an informed decision and you don't end up throwing your money away at yet another product that leads you down a long dark road that just doesn't work out for you, and you find yourself at yet another dead end, all that much more broke and losing all of that precious time. So, what is Digital Income App? Well, Digital Income App is a new app designed to make you money from home by utilizing loopholes in Apple and Android phones and wireless devices. It comes with training on how to use the app and the basic theories behind it. As of the date I'm doing this video, its price has not been set, but based on Alan Maglioka's past product launch release history, it'll most likely have an advertising price between $17 and climbing to $47 depending on when you look at it. Early bird purchasers will have the best opportunity at the lowest price, but it should never be more than $47 or so. But that's just the cost of access to the most basic part of the software and doesn't take into account the upsells. For those of you who don't know, an upsell or OTO, which stands for one-time offer, is one of those additional upgrade offers that you see on almost every one of these online product launches. Upsells usually promise to add value or boost the performance of a product or ease of use of a product up to the level it should be to begin with. Almost immediately after you've paid your money at what you think is the full price of the product, developers often figure that since they've already got you in that psychological buying mode and you've already filled in all of your credit card and personal contact information, they immediately hit you with an additional offer that'll cost you more money. And then you're presented with another upsell offer after that, and then another after that, and on until by the end of the whole process, you're not really sure all that you've just bought, and you really don't understand why you didn't get it all with your original purchase price anyway. What you do know is that you've got this really bad feeling in the pit of your stomach because you've just spent hundreds of dollars that you don't have, and you've got a learning curve ahead of you with hours and hours of studying and work that just seems completely overwhelming. And the truth is, you really do have to buy the upsells in order for these products to work as well as you want them to work from the beginning. So by the time you're done with Digital Income App, it could cost you as much as $200 or more. And don't forget to check for downsells. A downsell is a little semi-secret technique that online marketers don't really want you to know about, but that you should always test for whenever you evaluate any product being offered for sale to you online. If you click off that initial offer, the very first one you're presented with, go ahead and try to click off that initial offer page, and you may be immediately hit with a lower price for Digital Income App. And that applies to the upsells too. If and when they present you with an upsell later on, if you click off each and every one of those upsells, you initially refuse them, you might be presented with a downsell for that additional product, that one-time offer, at a much lower cost too. And these lower costs are actually the real cost of these products. I lost a lot of money to downselling in the beginning, and the practice really makes me feel bad for the person who doesn't know about them and can't prepare themselves for them and take advantage of them. Just think of all the money they waste because they aren't aware of just how often developers use the practice of downselling. Alan Maglioka and Nick MJ have each come out with different products in the past couple of years. Mr. Maglioka most recently with a product called Commission Buddy back in October of 2013, which was designed to help you rank your website better using search engine optimization techniques, or SEO, and it sold pretty well, and he's got a pretty good reputation. But my experience has been that these kind of apps just can't generate nearly the kind of money you need in order to make a living online, and aren't a good foundation for an online business, and they just end up costing too much money and time. There are as many as 3 or 4 new business in a box products that come out for sale every single day. That's between 400 and 600 a year. And they all have two things in common. Number one, they all claim that if you buy their product, your online business will finally take off for new heights like you've never seen before. And number two, they all cost money. So if you're sick and tired of all the upselling and downselling and sideways selling and what have you that you have to steel yourself for on all of these online product launches, I want you to know that there are other and far less expensive and more time efficient ways to learn how to make money from home on the internet, even in your part-time if you want, and for free. After spending all those tens of thousands of dollars of my hard-earned money for all of these so-called training programs, online product launches, tricks and insider secrets, and please excuse my language here, but other crap that I've been through, I finally found an honest to goodness 100% free program. You heard me right, I said free. So please put your money away, you don't need it, and here's the real big surprise. I don't want it. What I'm going to tell you about is a program called Instant Payday Network, and yes, it really is free, and it's been working gangbusters for me. And I know, right about now, you're probably saying, come on, Chuck, now you're just trying to sell me into your program, just like everybody else does. And I'm going to tell you that no, I'm not selling you anything. I am trying to tell you about this phenomenal opportunity, but I'm not selling you anything because what I want to tell you about costs $0 and 0 cents. Instant Payday Network is free. Unlike the other programs out there, this program is free. It's not $27, it's not $297. In fact, it's not even a dollar. So I'm not here to sell you anything. Now, what happens with Instant Payday is very simple. You get paid $58 whenever anyone comes into Instant Payday and completes the free program. The system was created by a guy by the name of Jeff Buchanan, and you can see his pictures right there. He's an ordinary person just like you and me. I've met him, I know him, and he's a really good guy with a lot of integrity, and best of all, he's very, very smart. Jeff's system, the way he set it up, he actually has no buy-in fees or upfront costs whatsoever. There's zero website fees, zero maintenance fees, and there are no hidden fees later on. There are no upsells after you get in. Once you're in, it's still free. You don't need to learn how to set up a website, how to blog, how to do SEO. You don't need to know how to do any of that stuff, folks. It's really that simple. Now, I do want to put your mind at rest about a few things. Instant Payday is not an MLM. You don't have to bug your friends and family like you would say with Amway or Avon or Nutrisystem or all of those other companies that we're also inundated with and pressured to sell for. There's no cold calling. You never have to pick up a telephone and call some unsuspecting stranger that you've never met off a list that maybe you had to buy, and you certainly don't ever have to go out and see anyone face to face, ever. And there's no product or inventory to ship. So, what do you get with the Instant Payday Network, ladies and gentlemen? Well, you get a free, complete turnkey marketing system. And that marketing system includes your choice of not one, but three complete free capture pages. And each one of those capture pages has a tested 35 to 50% conversion rate, with no website hosting fees either. You get a free, complete automated sales funnel. You get a free email autoresponder. And you get all of the free training and mentoring you need to start making money right now. And oh yeah, did I mention that it's 100% free to get started? Now, I do want to go back and talk just a quick minute about this capture page, the one with the tested 35 to 50% conversion rate. If you had to purchase this tested capture page anywhere else to promote a product or program, it's going to cost you at least $25 to $30 a month just in website hosting fees. And if you wanted to have one designed, built, and tested for you by a professional so that it was as effective as the one Jeff gives us for free, that'd be about $200 a year. The email autoresponder, if you had to purchase that on your own, that by itself would cost you as much as $50 or $60 a month. If you went with a company like Aweber or Constant Contact or any one of the hundreds of companies out there that you'd have to spend all that time researching in order to evaluate which one was best for you. Not to mention how long it would take you to learn to set it up and make it run as effectively and efficiently as this one. But Jeff's already done all that, and he provides it to you for free. He's written all of the product introductory emails, all of the follow-up marketing emails, and he's put them in that autoresponder so that they're all sent out automatically at the appropriate intervals. You don't even have to write an email with the Instant Payday system. Jeff does tons of video, audio, and written training here himself, and that training is excellent. It's second to none. He'll take you from the ground up and teach you the basics to the advanced techniques of online marketing and the best and fastest ways to capitalize with this system. And he's not going to charge a dime for any of that either. In addition, you're going to get personal access to me. I'll mentor you personally by helping with your training, and I'll coach you, and that's because I'm building a really great team that I'm really very proud of, and I want my people to succeed. Once you sign up and qualify for the Instant Payday Network system, I give you not only my personal email address, but my phone number too, so you're not just left out there twisting in the wind and having to fend totally for yourself. And I can assure you that I'm not going to charge you anything for all of this personal help. And why not? Because that's what people in Instant Payday did for me, and I'm grateful for everything Instant Payday has done for me, and I truly believe that I'm not a success unless the people on my team are a success. This is a free system that you can do at home, folks. You can even do this in your part-time if you'd like. I'm personally making over $5,000 a month with Instant Payday after only a few short months in the program, and I personally know people making $10,000 to $20,000 a month with the Instant Payday Network system. Now remember, the reason why Instant Payday stands alone from the other programs out there is because it costs nothing to join to get started. Zip. Nada, zilch, and you get paid $25 to $58 for each person that signs up for free offers. The other great thing about Instant Payday Network is that you're paid your money from multi-million-dollar corporations. This is all part of their huge advertising budgets that they've already allocated and set money aside for just this kind of advertising. And that means you don't have to rely on the average anonymous internet product developer to put his hand into his pocket and give you money whenever he remembers or thinks about it. And this type of compensation system means that you get paid daily with the Instant Payday Network system. I get paid every day with Instant Payday. So I guess the question I have for you at this point is, why would you spend your hard-earned money and precious time for any other online product when you could actually do Instant Payday for free? You know, sometimes making money can be simple. I don't think we have to overanalyze this one too much. If you know of any other program online that's free to get started, a program that has the potential to make you as much as $10,000 to $20,000 a month, I'd encourage you to go for it and embrace it, my friend. On the other hand, if you can't find a program like that online, you just found one. You don't need to pull out your wallet and spend money on yet another expensive product with untested, untried, or unsure promises. You have an opportunity right here to get started finally making some real money online. You can start making money within 24 to 48 hours, and all you have to do is click the link right below this video. Right below my video, there's a link on the left-hand side in the video description box. You won't be disappointed. So go ahead and click one of the links there right below this video. As a matter of fact, I put two or three links down there, but there's one right below the like symbol, that thumbs up symbol YouTube gives you. You want to look for the link that says dignityrestore.com because that's what I want you to do. I want you to restore your dignity and start making money online the way you deserve. Get into and work the Instant Payday program. You won't regret it, I promise. So go ahead and click the link. Give yourself a break. Click the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.